Kind Words is a game about writing and receiving letters from real people. In Kind Words, you play as a nameless character hunched over a wooden desk in a small bedroom that can be customized with stickers and trinkets, an aspect you soon learn serves only as a backdrop to a unique experience built on altruistic community support. There are three things a player can do in Kind Words: respond to letters sent by real people playing the game, submit your own letters for other real people to respond to, or write and send encouraging letters soaring through the air and into other players' games. At the same time, as evident by the game's subtitled title, you can also listen to some lo-fi chill beats while you write. I don't really know what lo-fi chill beats are, but after spending enough time listening to the Kind Words soundtrack, I can definitely say I'm into it. When I first logged on to Kind Words, the first thing that I opted to do was write an encouraging letter. "We all have fears, but we can conquer them all," I wrote as if I was some prophetic poet. I hit submit and was told my letter would enter the rooms of other real-life players. For a second, I wondered if that would really happen, but my question was quickly answered when my virtual bedroom became flooded with paper airplanes, each containing a positive letter from a real person. Alright, this is pretty cool. One of my earliest questions about Kind Words was whether it really qualified as a video game. In Kind Words, there are no objectives, no missions, and no levels to progress through. At first, it might even seem like an online chat room wearing some video game clothes. But as I continued to play Kind Words, the probably unintentional gameplay loops started revealing themselves. As paper airplanes soared through my room, I felt compelled to click on each one, knowing if I missed it, it could be gone forever. This played out as a challenge in its own right that felt addicting and rewarding, two important ingredients for good gameplay. Reading and responding to letters also felt rewarding. The experience of responding to letters with the lo-fi music in the background put me into a relaxed state where I lost track of time and entered a rhythm, almost as if I was working on an assembly line of positivity. Read a letter, submit a compassionate response, and repeat. As a doctor who is not practicing and not seeing patients, I even found that Kind Words started to fill a void in my life that I didn't even realize was there. Responding to letters allowed me to help people again. Never did I give out clinical advice or anything like that, but it allowed me to feel the connection with people that I so miss from working in the hospital. One reviewer for Kind Words described it as the hardest game of 2019, which is the year that it released. And I think this might be the truest statement about the game. Even with my medical background, I found that I had to take frequent breaks from Kind Words, as some of the letters were extremely heavy. Many letters had to do with anxiety, depression, and touched on topics like suicide. They are difficult to read and even harder to respond to. I had to remind myself that the point of the game was not to solve everyone's problems, but to express support and spread positivity. And this is where the game really shines. The player base or community in Kind Words is astonishingly supportive. There is a report button in Kind Words to flag any negative or harmful comments, but not once did I ever have to use it. Sure, sometimes I receive the occasional silly letter come across my screen, like this guy who just wanted to dance. But never did I see any toxicity in the game. Every time I logged on, I was blown away by the positivity being put forth by the community. In fact, when I saw that someone responded to my own letters, my heart was warmed, and I even received some really helpful advice. Most impressively, the community members are completely anonymous to each other, meaning that any effort to write nice letters is truly altruistic, as there are no other real incentives to do so. Anonymity is usually responsible for the very worst of the internet, but in Kind Words, it only contributes to the supportive nature of the game. Kind Words is a heartwarming, calming, and at times extremely difficult game to play. It is a game built around community, where compassion drives the gameplay. It is a game that challenges us to redefine what a video game even is. And it is a game that will be relevant in all future conversations about how the use cases for video games span far wider than just entertainment.